guys, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a great day. You guys already know it's Granna, so it's kitchen talk time. Okay, I'm probably going to go a little deep into my conversation today because I'm actually feeling some kind of way. Oh my God, last week was just definitely not a good week for me. I was already in my feelings. I was, processing and thinking a lot about my baby brother V. Last week marked 6 months from him passing, and it was just so much running through my mind about him, and it's like I couldn't sleep at night. I was up thinking about him, and I just could not get him off my mind. In midweek last week, I get a phone call from my niece, and she told me that my brother Stephen had passed away. Now I'm gonna give y'all just a real quick little backstory of the two families of children. These are Henry Watkins' children. My father was married before my mother, and him and his first wife had 7 children together. And then, they divorced or separated, whatever. Then he met my mom, and him and my mom had 6 children together, okay? So his first set of children was up north, was raised up north, and they was all, I think, pretty much in their teens or grown by the time he got with my mother and started to have a family with her. And him and my mother moved back south to Alabama. So my father had 13 children. He actually had 14. I had a sister that passed away at a very young age, about one and a half, 2. So he actually had 14 children altogether. So when I'm talking about Stephen, I'm talking about my father's first set of children, who was my blood brother. And it's crazy because Henry Watkins, our father, genes was so strong that when we finally all met up in our grown age, we met up. We had a family reunion that one of my nieces had put together in Florida. So we all got together and went down there from Alabama, and they came from Ohio and in Chicago and Detroit and all this, and Boston and all this, and we all met up. And it was just crazy how much the resemblance of us looking alike, especially the boys, Henry Watkins boys. They all was identical. They looked like they all came from the same 2 people instead of 3 different people. I mean, it was crazy, and we had such a great time. We had a ball, and it was just crazy. And throughout the years, I've always tried to, as I became an adult, and even as a child, I remember visiting my sister Joyce in Boston and spending time with her. I remember going to Cincinnati, Ohio, and actually staying with my brother Jerry. And I met Stephen, I met David. I met several of my brothers. Kenneth, I met them when I went to Cincinnati and spent time with Jerry. So I was always kind of like the one that tried to keep in touch and reach out and really have a bond with them, because regardless of what went down with our parents, we didn't have anything to do with that. We were seeds. We are seeds of Henry Watkins. We had nothing to do with what went down between the parents, okay? But my brother Stephen passed away last week, a couple of days before my baby brother V's 6th anniversary of passing, 6 months anniversary of passing. And so on my father's children, that first set of children that he had, he only has 1 daughter left living now. Out of the 7 kids, 6 of them has passed on, and there's 1 daughter left, my sister Joyce. So I know she is really feeling some kind of way, even right now as we're talking. And I have talked to her. So I understand and I feel her hurt, because like I said, just 6 months ago, I was feeling exactly how she was feeling. So, and she has lost previous brothers. Um, so I know she's going through it. And when I talked to her, she was like, "Girl, I'm the only one left now." And I was like, "No, no, you still have sisters and brothers here, and you still have me. I'm here. I'm here if you need me. I know we're not close in distance, but I'm still a phone call away, and I'm here, and I love you. I love all my sisters and brothers." And with them being brought up in a different family household, in a different whole state and all that, we definitely did not have the same type of bond that I have with my siblings and that I was raised with in the same household. And I'm sure she feels the same way. Of course, she was hurt and concerned and had hurt some type of feelings when I would call her and tell her about V passing, and when Suge passed, and everybody met Suge. Suge passed, which was my older brother. He passed 4 years ago, and when he passed, it was like a month's difference that my brother Jerry passed, which is Joyce. It's on that side of the family, brothers. So they passed like within a month of each other, and now here we are, two brothers passing within 6 months of each other. So, I talked to her, and I told her that I was here for her. I love her, and I definitely can do better with reaching out and keeping in touch with her and talking to her, because like I said, she's much older than I am. So I would definitely work on that. But it's crazy because I had been trying to reach out to Stephen, because Stephen and I usually talk about once a month. And you have to catch him because he was always on the go. He'd be gone. Every time I call him, he'd be gone. And we laugh. He loved to laugh. He would have me cracking up, man. He would be telling me stories about stuff that's going on up in Cincinnati. Like I'm right there and I know these people. And he'd be like, such and such. I'd be like, no, I don't know. But okay, tell me about it. So we would laugh and just laugh and laugh. So I really hate that I did not get a chance to speak to him before his passing or anything like that. I don't really know what happened with him. I do know that heart issues are a big factor in my family when it comes to my brothers, and they all have had a lot of heart issues and stuff like that. It's really crazy, because regardless of how we was brought up or where we was brought up at, we're still sisters and brothers. We're still family. And I feel some kind of way. I really feel some kind of way, because this was my blood brother. And I always say that you need to live life to the fullest. You need to enjoy life, but I need to be more consistent and hold myself accountable when it comes to staying in touch with my siblings. I do a really good job with my siblings here because I was raised in the same household. So I really try to make sure I stay in touch with them and spend it, and talk to them, even if we don't see each other every day or every week or even every month, but just talking to them and letting them, just hearing their voices and letting them hear my voice, and just letting them know that I love them and how much I care for them. It makes a difference, and sometimes I know family don't get along. They agree to disagree. And I know that family can be the one that work your nerves to the last. And you get so upset with them that you just want to just be done. But you just need, when that happens, you just need to take that time and just step away and take a breath and give them their space, and you take your space, and and just continue to just try to have some type of connection, or at least talk to them as much as you can. I mean, I don't really know. It's just I have so many emotions going on right now. So many Henry Watkins has one child left by his first wife, and he has 4 children left by his second wife. And between the 4 of us, I'm talking about Henry and Fanny's children, I have I have a brother and sister that's very close to where I'm at. And then I have a brother that's still in our hometown. And I've been trying to reach out to him for months, and I just can't get him. But I just want us to make sure we let each other know how we feel. We can love each other and not like each other, if you understand what I'm saying. Because there are moments that I don't like my siblings, but I will always love my siblings. I will always love them regardless. I mean, this is my blood, and I feel the same way about Joyce. I know she's going through some things right now. I talked to her, and she said that I'm the only one left, T. And I was like, no, you're not the only one left. You still have sisters and brothers here, but I understand how you feel. I definitely understand how you feel. You was brought up you was the only girl out of 6 boys, and you was brought up with your brothers, and you had a special bond with your brothers, with each one of them. And once it was only you and Stephen left, and that made the bond between the 2 of you all even stronger. So now he's gone, and you feel like you are all alone. I understand it. I definitely get it and understand it. But just know that I love her. I'm here for her. I will always be here for her. I will definitely try to be more consistent in reaching out to her and talking to her and making sure she's good and stuff. And it's crazy, it's crazy how we go through life. We all know that we're going to have to face death. There's no way of getting around it. You can't beat it. You can't outrun it. You can't get away from it. You're going to have to go through it. Each one of us is going to have to go through it, but it doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't make the process any easier. And it is just that. It's a process, and everybody process death differently. Like I said, I'm still dealing with when my brother Suge passed. I'm forever having memories, stuff popping up in my head about him and I. And I don't want to say he was my favorite brother, but him and I had a special bond. And then after Suge passed, I got closer with my other brothers. I got closer with B. We had really gotten to a point where we talked 2 and 3 times a week, and then he passed. So it's hard. It's really hard. It's really hard. So all I have to say, what I'm going to say is to the Watkins family. I love you guys. I love you dearly. There's a lot of nieces and nephews I have out there that I haven't even met because you are spread all over the world. And this is from my first set of sisters and brothers. I have nieces and nephews out there that I see on Facebook, and I have to call the one niece that I keep in touch with constantly. We text every morning. I have to text her or call her like, who is this? Is this one of my nieces? Is this, that? And she'd be like, yeah, auntie, that's such and such. I'm like, okay, I can see the resemblance. So she helps to keep me informed and connected. And I appreciate her, Stacy. I appreciate Stacy so much because she definitely helps to keep me connected to my other side of the family, my nieces, my nephews, my sister, and my brother when they was living. So she helped to keep that bond there, and I appreciate her so much. I love her so much. And to all my Watkins family out there, my nieces, my nephews, I understand what you guys are going through. I'm sorry that I can't be there with y'all, but I am there in spirit. I loved my brother Stephen. I loved him. We had a connection. We had a bond. It was something that him and I had whenever I would call him and he did answer the phone. Hey sis, what you doing? And we would just go from there. I'm telling you, he would talk to me like I was sitting right there in the room with him. So yeah, it's hard. It's very hard. So as you go about your day, guys, just remember, Family is family. You don't get to choose your family. It just comes with whatever two seeds are put together. You have to love and agree to disagree when it comes to family. And just definitely, reach out. You don't have to reach out every day. You don't have to reach out every week. But just when you do reach out, let them know that you love them and how much you care about them. Okay? Enjoy life. Have a great day. Granna's going to check you out next time around.